Hey, so you want a great sounding album, you want riffs, you want creative musicianship, you want ambient soundscapes, you want a really cool sounding album. Well, let's go back in time to a year that's not really associated with that, which is 1995. And out of New York, I believe, they put out an album previously a few years back, which was pretty funky. But then they delivered this, and it's as heavy as a dumpster full of cinder blocks. It is White Zombie. It is Astro Creep 2000. And there's the cover. There's the band. They're looking pretty nonchalant because they're just chilling out and they're about to pummel you into the ground with some absolute stompers. It starts off with Electric Head Part 1 and doesn't let up at all. Like, there's not a wasted second on this. You're getting your big beats, guitars the size of the Empire State Building. This is really huge stuff, and it sounded great back then and very revolutionary, I guess you could say. But yeah, they step on the gas out of the gate, and there's just so much going on here. So yeah, Electric Head Part 1 starts off with a bit of a carnival sort of sound, bit of a monkey grinder thing going on, not sure, but once it kicks in, you damn well know about it, because the guitars are Mount Rushmore sized, or Ayers Rock or Uluru sized. They're big. The band sounds great. Sometimes with a lot of these electronic kind of sounding songs, you know, it might sound a bit synthy, but everything's recorded perfect. It sounds so good. We jump into Supercharger Heaven as the next song. This popped up in, like, I think it was mandatory for any movie that was released in 1995 and 1996 to have Supercharger Heaven on the soundtrack, so you'd know it. And boy, does it sound good. It's such a thumping song. Yeah, you know, like, yeah, like I said, that was in every movie that was released over those 2 years, because it's just a real ripper. Great guitar playing from Jay, who's the guitar player from White Zombie, and the drums are just like, they are huge. They're the size of Texas, perhaps. They're big. It sounds great. We got a few others. We got Real Solution number 9, which is probably a nod to the Beatles, their number 9 track off the White Album. We got Creature of the Wheel, real thumping stuff. We got Electric Head Part 2, and again, like, another really cool, memorable riff, and really great vocals on this one. Like, they put in a lot of samples and things. Don't let that throw you off, because it's cool all around. We go to Grease Paint and Monkey Brains, another ripper. iZombie, that's a thrasher. Then, of course, again, another 1995, 1996 staple is More Human Than Human. Now, it was absolutely impossible for you to turn your radio on during that summer and not hear More Human Than Human. Yeah, you probably if you were around then, you'd know it, and it's a stomper. Really cool, fun track. We saw Rob Zombie last year, and naturally he pumped it out. And yeah, good times. We got El Phantasmo and the Chicken Run Blastorama. Now that is probably the one, like I wouldn't say it is the craziest title, but I'll put it up there. But that one's a thumper. A really cool riff again, like really groovy, really good stuff. We've got Blur the Technicolor, which is another ripper, and Bringing It Home with Blood, Milk and Sky. Now, if you haven't heard this, and if you like epic, Led Zeppelin-y, Black Sabbath-y type of tracks, they really knock it out on the park on this one. One of my favorite songs. It's a really good one. Yeah, dude, yes, just check it out. They really thump it on this one, and a great way to bring home a really awesome album. There is so much, there's so much going on old Astro Creep 2000. It's better than the year 2000, I would say. Yeah, just get on board and give this a listen, because once they put their foot on the gas, this doesn't let up for a second, and there is so much layers and so much density to the music, and a lot of really cool guitars, and the drums just sound amazing. The whole thing, it's a real thumper. I'm not sure what happened to White Zombie. Of course, they did come out with their first album. That's it. If you can see that there. And that was great. Like, yeah, lots of great songs on that. And cool fun and everything. But they really hit their stride on the old Astro Creep. Not sure what happened after that, because of course famously Rob Zombie formed a solo band and so forth. That's probably another video. That's probably about another 5 videos, as I always say, which we'll check into in the future when we get around to it. But yeah, if you haven't already, get yourself some Astro Creep 2000. It is a thumper. Like, it doesn't let up, as I said. Like, straight out of the gate, they are going for gold, and it's a really good sounding album. The songs are cool. For like 1990s, mid 1990s, which was a real, in my opinion, a bit of a, for music, this one stood out. And yeah, it was just so creative and so much fun. And yeah, there certainly wasn't a lot of that going around. Everyone seemed to just be focused on like being depressed and not having fun. But these guys, they know how to have fun, and they just don't stop it. So get yourself some White Zombie, Astro Creep 2000, and just turn that up loud as. Make sure the neighbours know. And in the interim, like and subscribe, and hit up the bell. I believe there's a bell. Yeah, you can do that.